It's time for the feel-good stories that inspire us to shine in Reason to Smile, presented by Creating Smiles Dental.
And we are smiling today because wedding bells are ringing in Tampa, and it's all thanks to a grand gesture by our next guest. A group of local teachers will walk down the aisle in a dress that they did not have to pay for.
Nearly 30 brides-to-be were recently gifted a free wedding dress as a thank you for their hard work and dedication as educators. This was part of a giveaway by the Regent Event Space in Riverview, where CEO Shannon Keil wanted to give back to Hillsborough County teachers.
And Shannon Keil joins us now to talk about the giveaway and what inspired it. Shannon, this is awesome what you're doing.
It's a blessing to me.
So you have such a generous heart, and we can tell it already. And there are some brides that say you're like a fairy godmother. You just snap your fingers and there's a dress.
It's me and my partners. It was really great. We had a wedding dress, our vendor who knew how to fit them. When they walked in, we sort of got their personality. We figured out what sizes and stuff, and we brought in those dresses, and they had a real moment. And they were, a lot of them weren't expecting that real moment and to see the kind of dresses that they got to pick from.
Let's start at the beginning. How is this idea born, and then how do you choose the winners?
It's funny because this was originally supposed to be a scavenger hunt just for brides. One of my vendor, Satin and Lace, had some dresses demos that she was just going to get rid of, and I'm like, no, let's have fun with this. Me and my marketing director. So we were looking at it, and we put all the stuff together, and it was supposed to go out March 2020. And so we had everything ready to roll out March 2020. And so it sort of got halted. And so we were trying to figure out what to do, and so I had a couple conversations with different people, and they're like, you've got to do something. So in the midst of COVID, we're like, what do we do? And so who needs these dresses? And we're like, well, let's give them to people who are working their butts off right now. So the first round of it was healthcare workers. And so we gave about 20 of them away to healthcare workers. And that was really cool. In the midst of it, I got sick and actually was in the hospital. My best friend passed away. Oh. We got sick together, and she didn't make it. And they told me I was a walking miracle, and so the whole thing became a little different for me. And so it's just living her legacy on and being able to do really great things for people who do really great things for us. So when at the end, people started donating dresses too, and then Satin and Lace had more dresses, and all of a sudden I had about 50 after we'd already given away 20. And so we're like, who's the next round? And so teachers made sense. And so we work with the Hillsborough County School District, and we were able to do that.
And this has just grown and grown. It's so beautiful to see. What's some of the things that you hear from some of the bride-to-bes? Because I know they get to bring their moms along with them, so you make it a full experience for them.
Yeah, they come in, and it's just like you go to a wedding dress fitting. We have racks of dresses, and we pick the sizes so that they're, they don't see one they like, because we only have one, of that dress. And so their moms are crying. We've had moms who had cancer who actually came in that morning from a radiation treatment. We had a lot of really cool, different, diverse brides, which was really cool. And so everybody got an opportunity, and everybody got to find one that matched their personality, who they were. And it was just really cool. It was just really cool to see those moments.
And not just any dress. I mean, these are couture, valued $700 to $2,600. These are special wedding gowns.
We even had a couple from Kleinfeld that were donated.
Oh, wow.
So those were like about $12,000. And so two brides got those. It was one bride that was supposed to be marrying a hockey player, and she didn't end up having the wedding, and so she donated both those dresses. So two of our brides got those dresses. We've had a couple that were thrown in that were like $3,500, $5,000. So when they walk in, they're not expecting what they're actually walking into.
No.
They're amazing.
Wow, so you've done first responders, you've helped out educators, you still have dresses. What's next?
We're trying to decide, it's one of those things, we want to continue, we'd love to continue it, and we've got calls every day of people saying, can I drop a dress off? So it's just trying to figure out, how to make this work where, everybody really gets a chance. So we were trying to think if we're going to put something maybe on the internet or something and let people submit stories or something and try to figure it out. But, I feel like when you start something like this, it's that little ember gets stoked and there's a flame, that you should continue the flame and keep it burning. And so that's what we're hoping. And we're hoping that it also will have people, it doesn't have to be a wedding dress, but if you've got something you're not using, if you've got something that, you don't know what to do with, maybe try to find someone who needs it. And so we're hoping that it starts that.
I'm sure it will. Thank you so much, Shannon Keil.
Thank you guys.
for giving us such an amazing reason to smile.
You really have. And we want to also thank our friends at Creating Smiles Dental for helping us to share this story. Stick around. Maggie and I are also going to be cooking for you all coming up next.
Daytime, we'll be right back.